I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya. Do your part and wear a mask. That's what Flagler County community leaders are asking as the county tries to stay on the good side of rising COVID-19 numbers in the state. Flagler County Emergency Management Director Jonathan Lord.
COVID-19 is not going away, and the percent of positive cases seems to be steadily increasing over the last week or two. It was time for us to really double down and share and reshare to our public the communication that mask wearing and social distancing really do make a difference.
Lord says evidence shows mask wearing and social distancing worked because when the community was under tighter lockdown conditions, we saw minimal spread of the virus.
Who are you protecting when you wear a mask?
Flagler County Health Officer Bob Snyder says wearing a mask during the coronavirus pandemic protects you and others.
It is to protect yourself, but more importantly, because 50% of the folks are asymptomatic who have the virus. And those who become eventually symptomatic, well, they're not having symptoms for the first 2 to 3 days of the virus, which is very contagious. And so that's why you're doing it for yourself, but more importantly, you're doing it for others.
Snyder said that studies show that wearing a mask and social distancing are enough to keep the coronavirus from spreading. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
A driver is seriously hurt after a car and a dump truck collide on Palm Coast Parkway. It happened yesterday morning on the parkway near US 1. The Palm Coast Fire Department says the dump truck tried to stop at a yellow light and lost control. The truck, they say, struck a Jetta in the turning lane, sending that car deep into the wood line. The driver, who was left unconscious, had to be flown by Trauma 1 to Orange Park Medical Center. The person's injuries aren't life-threatening, according to emergency crews. A passenger in the Jetta was taken to Advent Health Palm Coast with minor injuries. The dump truck driver wasn't hurt. The public is being invited to Bunnell's State of the City address. John R. King reports.
The annual address will be made on Monday, July 13th at 7 p.m. by Mayor Robinson during the regular meeting of the Bunnell City Commission. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the city rescheduled the presentation from its normal time in April. Bunnell City Manager Dr. Alvin Jackson says Bunnell experienced a wide variety of successes in 2019, but also faces challenges up ahead.
Even outside of the COVID, basically, we're having to look at our utilities, in particular our wastewater system, which we need to expand and replace. We have law enforcement issues here where we need to look at growing police department and how do we do that. We have our parks that we need to do some upgrades to, make them ADA compliant. So, those are just name a few of the challenges that we have.
The city will be following social distancing guidelines for the annual State of the City. Thus, attendance will be limited to fewer than 50 participants, and cloth face coverings will be required in line with CDC guidance. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arking.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.